the message that I'm most interested in spreading is that we have value, just the way we are, without masks. And if I really believe that, then, I should be able to create artwork that just comes from my heart. And even if it doesn't end up looking good in the way that I think it should, that people would gain some value from that. So one of the things that I know I really enjoy is making these videos, like reflecting on the actual process and gaining insights from it, and then sharing it. So I decided that I will be doing that to help remind myself of the value that I'm receiving from my own creative process, no matter how the product turns out, and to focus on that. I asked myself what wanted to be looked at, and it was this time when I was 16 years old, and I was really angry at myself, and I was still holding on to this anger for betraying myself. It was when I first had sex, and it wasn't a positive experience. And what it really was I was angry at the world, because it wasn't just about that experience. It was about feeling unseen by everyone, by my family, by my friends, by boys, and feeling angry that I wasn't being valued. So the idea I had at first was to kind of create this image of, a figure that looked like the sun or source looking down with an angry disposition. Because this anger that I feel about the world is also could be seen as me feeling like the world doesn't approve of me, that I'm somehow not valued or blessed or seen by the world. So I was thinking of this image of this sun looking displeased, looking down on the figure. So that was the basic idea I had in mind, and I painted over an old painting in white to start sketching this. But when I did that, I saw this almost like vampire-like or ghoulish, had an open mouth and was like it was coming out of a wall and about to devour something. So I started to kind of just fill that in, because I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's the image of that anger. But once I started filling it in, it sort of transformed and became like a protector. And I saw a flower, sort of like what I would want, I guess, the world or the masculine to be, which is like something that holds and protects me. And then I saw this, what looked like a mermaid, flowing into this figure. And so I wrote this on the canvas. I lost myself inside of you, thinking that if I just went deep enough, I'd touch that place in you that loved me too. I waited for you to give me something precious, to show me that I meant something. But the less you gave, the harder I tried to be worthy, to earn your affection, to become something beautiful. And the truth is I am beautiful. I am the precious gift. I hold myself tenderly and give myself the space I need to grow into the flower that only I can become. So I thought this was very lovely, this idea, but I didn't know what to do with it as a painting. Like, okay, that I could feel the shift in the energy and the insight that it gave me, but I mean, that doesn't look like a complete painting, right? So the next day, I realized I did this art journal exercise months ago. Took a photo of myself and used collage to add images to make a fin, a tail, a mermaid tail. And the idea was that the images that make up this mermaid tail showed me kind of what my gifts were, what I could use to power me through, to help me swim. But the image that I took of myself as this mermaid was a very, this is what it looks like. I'm naked and I'm holding myself very tenderly. And I realized, oh wow, I've made this image already. So I decided to make, to paint this image, something like it. And this is what it looks like so far. And again, I don't like it aesthetically, but it's where I'm starting from.